welcome to Nightly Reviews. It's daytime and it's Father's Day. What's night about it? Well, you saw the intro, if you saw the intro. That's what's night about it. Today is a Father's Day special double feature presentation extravaganza. Now, I'm talking about the brand Wessex. I like that brand. So far, I like everything that I've tried. The big curly phallic looking thing there, the curly coins. I think it was a Burley if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember reviewing it, but if I haven't, I will. I'm letting it age a little bit. Probably not that it needs aging to really enjoy it, but you know, different taste profiles in the aging time. Today, I'm going to talk about two tobaccos from Wessex. One is the Red Virginia, and the other is the Dark Virginia. Now, the Red Virginia, when I opened it up, the tin note, I thought was fantastic. It was like sweet peppers, and there was not a fermented type smell, but a winey type smell, more like white wine, but with more tannins. That's what I got, you know? And there's a nice bready note. A little darker though, just a little darker. I love the reds in there. I think I'm becoming a big fan of Red Virginia. Look, I like it a lot. All right, I'm going to tell you right now. I've been enjoying these two tins, red and brown Virginias, on and off. And if you're going to do like a smoke comparison, I would, you know what? The way I did it, I started off with the reds, smoked a couple of bowls of reds, went about my day, and evening time I did the dark Virginias. Relaxing. Anyways, I'm going to get into the darks later. But the Red Virginias. Sweet, tangy, medium bright, tannicky, winey, dried fruit figs. My daughter right away said, I smell figs. And, you know, dried figs, that is, right? And like I said, that this not fermenty, but fermenty flavor. Not like a Viprati by Russ Willett, but by I would put this more in a Cornell and Deal type Red Virginia flavor profile in the tanginess and the redness of it, you know, something red, you know. Anyways, let's go see what Jim Links has to say, right? Because he's got a great palate. And here we go. So he says, the Red Virginia offers mildly tangy, ripe, dark fruit with a few grass and earth notes. Yes, there's a little citrus with a touch of dried fruit as well. Didn't he just say that? Anyways. And then he says he has no idea what the Red Sun topping is or what it does for this offering besides a mild taste of red wine. That's what I meant, the tannins. But in a white wine thing, amalgamation. It has less strength and less depth of flavor when compared to products like McClellan Red Cake. I know we compare things and we judge things, but just, you know, don't compare it. Just look at it, and that's what it is, for God's sake, man. The strength is mild, yep. Well, the taste is just past the center of mild to medium, yep. Chiefly due to the sweetness level, yep, it is sweet. has a mild nick hit, maybe, and won't bite or get harsh. It ain't gonna bite or get harsh. An introductory red Virginia flake. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. I don't know. It breaks apart very easily, burns at a moderate rate with a consistent taste. Yes, and leaves no dottle and a little moisture at the finish. Yes, needs just more than an average number of lights. Who cares? If it goes out, light it. Has a very pleasant aftertaste. Yes, and makes a decent all-day smoke. Why would you want to smoke it all day? Huh? And he gives it 2.5 stars. Jimmy. The 4-star thing freaks me out a little bit. There should be at least 5 stars. Right? Because if you give it a 2-star, people are going to be like, eh. And if you give it a 3-star, that is at a 4, people are going to say, oh, okay. 4-star is excellent. So there's got to be some gray areas there, right? So I'm saying at least 5 stars in terms of rating the thingy, right? For God's sake, man. So, okay. Let's see here. Let's go to the stats. So the stats, the brand is Wessex, blended by Wessex. The blend type is a straight Virginia. Now, blended by Wessex. Hold on a second. I guess. I thought it was blended by McBaron. This is probably an older review, but I might be mistaken. Anyways, it's blended by Wessex. The blend type, straight Virginia. Yeah, they shouldn't just say straight Virginia, man. They should say, a mix of Virginias, which include reds, golds, blondes, brunettes. You know what I'm saying? The flavoring, other and miscellaneous. Come on, the flavoring. It's a bit of a whiny flavoring. You know what I'm saying? It's a flake cut, comes in a 50-gram tin. I suggest that if you do buy this red flake Virginia from Wessex, you buy 2 tins. Right? The country is Denmark, and it is currently available. It's available. And let's go to the flavor strength profile. The strength, mild to medium. Yeah. Flavoring, none detected. Well, no. Like no heavy top note. But there's a huge amount of flavor in this tobacco, okay? The taste is medium. I would say medium, yeah. And the room note. Well, my wife says, you stink, after I come back from my smoking room. So, take it as it is. I don't know this room note stuff. My wife has a different thing on it. But that's what it is, Okay, now we go on to the brown flake. I said dark flake, but it's the brown flake Virginia. I like this tobacco. It's serene, okay? It sits you down. It's one of those. It's almost like it sits you down heavier than a Burley does sit you down. A Burley you're smoking and you chill a bit because of the nuts and all that. This one you sit down because it's a brown Virginia. It's rich. And it's got grass notes. It's got earth notes. So does the red Virginia, but this one more pronounced. It's less flavorful than the red Virginia, but it's deep nonetheless. Meaning that go looking for the flavors. Go breathe it out through your nose. Do that, what do they call that respiration? The through the nose respiration. Whatever you want to call it. It's grassy, dark hay, fermented hay, Not too much, though. Not too much, like a little slight. I love the tanginess, but it's light. And it's just one of those smokes. You just it's Wessex. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Wessex for me is becoming a brand that I enjoy a lot. I give it a lot of respect. Things that come out from Wessex, I take a good look at. Same as Samuel Gawith. When something comes out by Samuel Gawith, I take a good look at it. Let's see what Jim Inks has to say. So Jim Inks right away, as in the Red Virginia, gives it 2 stars out of 4. Jimmy, ¿qué pasa, man? Huh? Ich have 9 versteens. 9 verstehen. No, verstehen nicht. Whatever. Okay, so here, he says, the Virginia has a mild, toasty, dark fruit sweetness with a light tanginess and a bit of earth wood, light sugar, and a small floral hit, and a couple of blades of grass. Man, what, 3, 4 blades of grass? A couple is 2. I would give it maybe 2.5 blades of grass. Jimmy. Anyways, yes, he's right on that. The strength is a couple of steps past the center of mild to medium. I would say, I get a little sleepy, everything's nice type feeling after this smoke, which I'm gonna have after this review. Won't bite or get harsh, and has a few rough moments. Yes, it won't bite. Yes, it won't get harsh. No, it's got no rough moments. I think it's a well-rounded tobacco for what this dark flake or brown flake is. Okay, the flakes are beautiful, as in the red Flake Virginia. Beautiful flakes, wonderful, great tin note. Burns cool and clean at a moderate pace with a very consistent one-dimensional flavor. I kind of agree with him, but I think because of the 2 stars out of 4, when he says one-dimensional flavor, leaves a lot to be desired here. It's one-dimensional, but one great dimension. You know what I'm saying? It's one-dimensional? Nah, I would say look, you can go and find nice stuff in here, but it's consistent. That's what I say. Leaves no moisture, burns to ash, requires an average number of relights. If it burns out, you should relight the bloody thing. Has a pleasant short-lived aftertaste and room note. Has a pleasant aftertaste, room note. As I said, when I open the door and come in the house, my wife says, "You stank." An average all-day smoke that you don't have to think about much. When I smoke, I understand what he's saying. I understand what Jimmy's saying. That you don't have to think about much? Yeah, you don't have to think about much. It's one of those tobaccos that, an old pair of shoes. That's what I'm saying. Going back to the wood shop, and you're putting on an old pair of shoes. I said that. I'm being redundant. 2.5 stars because it lacks body and some richness. No. And no. I find it rich, but not rich like an English blend. Like a rich, or a heavy. What am I trying to say here? It's not rich. It's not rich like Haunted House rich. It's not rich like Canal Boat rich. These are both Cornell and Deal tobaccos. It's not rich like Sparkplug by GLPs. Not like that. But you don't eat sauce every night, man. You know what I'm saying? Your palate, your tongue, you're gonna waste it away. And all you're gonna want to smoke is Samuel Gawith's Black XX. You know what I'm saying? So, and with that in mind, I had an interview with Russ concerning continental tobaccos. I mean, Get Schooled. And you have to leave some time for your senses and your mouth and your mucus and all that to readjust to normal everyday things. So when you do taste a light Virginia, you can taste it. And, you know? But if you're puffing away all bloody day, which I don't think you should be doing unless it's Father's Day, which it is today, which I'm gonna go smoke the brown flake after this, well then you're gonna miss the light flavored tobaccos. And lightly flavored tobaccos it's not below a richly flavored tobacco in terms of taste. And you know what? All this is all a bunch of BS because it's all in the person tasting it. It's all in what you've had before to eat. It's all in what you've had before the night before to eat or drink or whatever. You know, Russ says for you to have a decent and confident flavor profile of that tobacco, if you're smoking it in a briar pipe which has been smoked before, there's ghosting no matter what. In any tobacco, there's going to be ghosting. So if there's ghosting, Russ Willett says 4 ounces. Like you might say, hey, 4 ounces. What, you're going to argue with Russ Willett? When you're at Russ Willett's level, then you can discuss with him, okay? And I bet you wouldn't say, hey, Russ. You would say, oh, really? Okay, I never thought about it. Whatever. You'll be diplomatic because, you know, the guy's got some clout. But I think if you smoked it in a clay pipe that's unsmoked, you should buy those little clay pipes, especially at the pipe shop, the Pennsylvania pipe shop. Ken's a nice guy, man. And if you use the code The Fokker Circus Pipe News, TFCPN, you get 10% off. That was my commercial for today. So richness. Does it have to have richness? No. Does richness need to be said in a review? Delicately. Because words, man, are weapons. You understand? The pen is a weapon. And by the way, I have this nice fountain pen, just to say, and it's a, my God, what is it? It's a Faber-Castell, and it's just gunmetal black. It's got a medium nib. It's all metal. Very nice. Very nice. I digress. This tobacco, I like very much. Anybody who likes a darker Virginia will enjoy this tobacco. I guarantee it. Okay? What size bowl would you smoke this in? Let's go back to the Red Virginia. The Red Virginia medium bowl. The dark Virginia or the brown Virginia, medium to large. You know what I'm saying? Full flavor. You want the full flavor. You want to bask and waft in its smoke. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you, a nice bourbon will go well with this. As a matter of fact, I got a gift yesterday from one of my daughters, Izzy, and she gave me a 10-year-old Bullet. Now, Bullet. I wasn't a big fan of Bullet, but I never seen a 10-year-old Bullet, and it was really nice, and it went really nice with the brown Virginia, as with the red Virginia, as these 2 cans of Wessex. It went well. So, with the red Virginia, what would you eat? Well, yesterday we had boneless duck. I deboned the duck and we stuffed it with wild rice, pecans, pork, ground pork. I wanted to stuff it with the sausages, but my wife dressed it with sarriette and my God, I forget the other one, marjoram, and obviously a little bit of thyme and salt and pepper. But we had pecans in there in the stuffing. We had porcini mushrooms, which we're big mushroom fans. We hunt for mushrooms. You go gather mushrooms. Yeah, you go gather something when it's there, but when you gotta look for it, you gotta hunt for it. So that's what they call it. That's what they call it, hunting for mushrooms. I digress. I'm in the digressing situation, but it's Father's Day. We're here to have a good time. Okay. So we had some duck, deboned it, stuffed with that stuff I just said, and oh yeah, argousier. I don't know what argousier is, but it's a very tart berry. I don't know how to say it in English. Only in French, I'm sorry. And it was very nice. Savory tart with the duck. Very, very nice. So we rolled it up into like a roll, and I tied it up, and we cooked it like a roast, So then you just cut it and no bones. That's what I would eat. That's what I did eat with the Red Virginia. Would I do that with the Dark Virginia? Absolutely. No need for heavy sauces. Don't oversauce your stuff. Okay? And we had some nice red wine. Nice red wine. You need a stronger red wine in terms of flavor and tannins, because duck is fatty and you want to clean out the fat that's layered in your mouth while eating duck. Which duck fat is a wonderful thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's my special double feature Father's Day tobacco review. I hope you've enjoyed it. Watch my channel. Do not subscribe. I want to keep it small. Don't subscribe. Numbers are going up. I want to keep that. How do I know 270 people? When I used to be a performer, I used to perform for 270 people. It was a small little chamber thing. Well, chamber. I mean, it's a medium-sized hall, 200 people. But nevertheless, stay away, subscribers. It's a small family. Dysfunctional enough. We don't need it to become massively dysfunctional, uncontrollable thingy. Have a good day. Have a good Father's Day to all the papas out there. Maybe some mamas too. That kind of a world.